everyone, welcome to the early intermediate level of English Pathshala with Chandni, and today we are going to do some simple words with tricky spellings. Now these are words, the spellings of which we are very confident about, but then when we actually write them down, then it turns out the spellings turn out to be incorrect, right? And we take them very casually and tend to misspell them, right? Okay, for example, the first word that I'll take is liquify. So if you just take a simplistic view of it, so liquify, most of us will tend to write it as liquify. Okay, so if you think that it is correct, you're absolutely wrong. So liquify is liqui. So this I will be replaced by E, liquify. Right, so Liquefy. So this is the correct spelling and this is the incorrect spelling, liquify. Okay, so this is your so this is your liquify. So this is your Liquefy, liquify, right? Okay, so another big word is your accommodation, right? So if you are writing accommodation, right? So if you think this is right, so again this is wrong. The correct spelling of accommodation is so there will be a double M, accommodation, right? Accommodation. So this is the correct word. Double C, double M, and the single C, double C and the single M is wrong. Accommodation, right? Okay. Now the next word is your minuscule. So minuscule, so the pronunciation also go with the kind of spellings, you see. So sometimes the pronunciation will help you write the spelling. So if it is minuscule, so if you pronounce it as minuscule, so you tend to write the correct spelling. But generally what the mistake that we can make here is, because minuscule means very short or small, so we think that it has originated from minuscule, right? So but this is wrong. Minuscule is minuscule. So there is no I here. Minuscule, right? Okay. Then we have tranquility. So with tranquility again, we have tranquility. So most of you would say that this is the first spelling is correct. Tranquility. Okay, so but this tranquility is the American English, and tranquility here, this is the correct spelling if you are taking it as British English. And because here in India we mostly use British English in your official documents and your official communiques, so then now this would be considered as the correct spelling, right? Okay, another is this is again a very kind of tongue twister with the spelling, not with the pronunciation. Fuchsia, right? Fuchsia is a color, and it is also a bush that is named as fuchsia. Okay, so fuchsia, if you see, now fuchsia, the correct spelling should be fuchsia. So do you think this is the correct spelling? Fuchsia. Yes, this is the correct spelling, but most of us would kind of with the pronunciation thing, you might fuchsia, you might put it like this. So but then, so you have to remember this fuchsia, right? So this is wrong and this is the correct spelling, fuchsia, right? Okay, so next word we come to is embarrassment. So this should be kind of correct with most of us. Let us see. So embarrassment, E-M. So do you think this is correct? Embarrassment? No. So we have a double R and a double S. So this will come as embarrassment, right? Double R and a double S. Just as in accommodation we had a double C and a double M. So this is embarrassment and harassment. But if you write harassment, so this is going to be a single R. Harassment. So these things you kind of remember, because the stress is not here in if you're harassment, some people pronounce it as harassment, but this is harassment. So the R has a small sound, and here embarrassment. So we put the stress both on R as well as on S, right? Okay, then we have your a word that doctors use mostly, and I don't know whether all of them would be writing it correctly. I think most of them should be writing it correctly, but for the commoners like us, diarrhea. Okay? So it is a little kind of a tongue twister again, the spelling. Diarrhea. So diarrhea. So this OEA. So this is the problem area. So now you just memorize it. Diarrhea, OEA. So it is an OEA, diarrhea. Okay. Then you have another medical term, hemorrhage, right? So hemorrhage, like you have a brain hemorrhage. So we got it right, hemorrhage. And in the American English, you will find it written as though they don't have an A over here, hemorrhage. So both of them are correct, but this one is the more correct one because we use the British English, right? Hemorrhage. Okay, another word is apartheid. So apartheid. So here again we have a tendency of putting the EI and IE in the wrong places. So apartheid, and again we have apartheid. So THEID, apartheid. I, because we're saying it apartheid, Eid. We are not saying eat, apartheid. So it's apartheid. So that is why apartheid, right? So in the same league are words like you say rain and feign, and we have whale. So whale, right? But if you think that for a word like siesta, so if you think this is correct, no, this is not correct. For siesta, you will have SIEST, siesta, right? So it is, because it's not siesta, it is siesta. So this stress is on I over here, right? Okay, now we have the name of a plant, and this is bougainvillea. So you might not be using it very frequently, but if you have to, so then the correct spelling is bougainvillea. Bougainvillea. Okay, so there's also the bougainvillea garden in Chandigarh. Most of you might have visited. So bougainvillea, right? And especially for college goers, school goers, this could be helpful. Okay, so now there's another word which has four Z's, so or Z's. So that the word is, if you can guess it, that is razzmatazz. So we often mistake it for single Z's. So it's razzmatazz. Okay, so this razzmatazz. So there's a lot of razzmatazz associated with the festival, all things like that. Okay, so now the next word that we have is rhythm. So now there is this clinic near my house, and so it is the Smile and Rhythm Clinic. So it says the spelling of rhythm as rhythm. Okay, so rhythm. So but then this cannot go unnoticed. Rhythm is RHYTHM, rhythm, because we don't have any kind of a sound here in between. Rhythm. If it could be rhythm, then it could be correct, but rhythm, after the H sound, we don't have a rhythm, right? So that is why this is the correct sound. Okay, so now there are some simple words like separate. So now these are very easy kind of words, but most of us spell separate as this. No, so the separate is separate. Okay, so this A and no E. This is wrong and this is correct. And similarly, we have for memento. So in the official papers, you might have come across words with this word that mementos were presented to the children or to the the successful candidates. So this is the correct spelling of memento and not M-O-M. So most of us use this memento. So this is absolutely wrong, right? Okay, so another word where we can make a mistake is vacuum, right? So vacuum, so if you say vacuum, do you think it's correct? No, it's not correct. It is vacuum. See? So now, why is it this? Because now the stress is on your vacuum, U sound, not the C sound. Vacuum, U, so which means a bada U in Hindi. So this would be a vacuum, vacuum. Okay, okay. Now we have exhilarate. Now exhilarate, exhilarate. So most of us would kind of spell it like we misplace the H, so we write it exhilarate. Maybe some of us, or you can say you might use exhilarate E over here, right? So this is wrong. Exhilarate, the her sound is coming here. Exhilarate, arate, right? Exhilarate, right? Okay. Now, and there are a few of the very common mistakes which you might be knowing, but some of you might not know. So I'm just mentioning them here quickly. So one is your occasion, right? Occasion is this correct? Most of us do this mistakes. Occasion, double C. So remember the stress is because this is shin. So you don't have to use a double S. Okay, K. So we have to focus on this. Occasion. Or you have tomorrow. So now I used to make a lot of mistakes with tomorrow, but now on the wrong side of 40, I know the correct spelling. Tomorrow. So we don't focus here on because tomorrow. So there's a fast sound tomorrow. So we generally in India call it tomorrow. Come to my home tomorrow. So it's tomorrow. So the focus is here. And so this is the bigger sound. Tomorrow is like the normal short sound, right? Tomorrow. Okay. Then we have your maintenance. Now maintenance, so we often think that it has come from the base word maintain. So we kind of write it like this, maintenance. But this is the wrong spelling, right? So the correct spelling of maintenance is M-A-I-N, maintenance, right? So this, you do away with this, you just use maintenance. So we shorten this sound, maintenance. Maintenance, we don't say it maintenance. So that is why the reduction in this sound here, right? Okay, now another word which is relevant in the 21st century is the millennial. So millennial, we might make a mistake here again. So millennial is double N, right? So please don't make a mistake here. It's double N, millennial, or the millennium. So again, similarly for millennium, M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-U-M. So millennials are the kids who were born, say, between 1995 and 2005 or around, and who are very, very, tech savvy, and they are they're very fast with your computers, social media, internet, everything like that, right? So this is, these are the words which I came across and I thought that I should share with you. So kindly subscribe to the channel if you want some little tidbits of information like these further also. And please subscribe and don't forget to like, share and comment. So we'll be back with something better and more important maybe. Thank you.